What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning to another episode of Right on Cue podcast. As always, I'm your host, Logan Chesto. Joining me tonight is Houston Lyle, my barbecue partner from the Small Batch Barbecue team.
Ka-chow, ka-chow.
All right, Shooter McGavin. Then we got AJ Johnson of the Norala Barbecue team. What's up, man? Look at that. You get better at that smiling thing.
Man,
Every
Tuesday.
Off the camera.
Every Tuesday, I got to save all my smiles, man, for the show.
Save all
fresh
of them. We'll take them all. We want all of them.
Fresh off of his round hosting the show.
Yeah,
no. Man,
hopefully we didn't do too bad.
Yeah. Hey, have you talked to Justin yet? Lately, man, is he surviving parenthood?
Oh man, it's just up and down. You know, I think right now he's trying to get baby girl's sleep schedule, straightened out.
Dude, I've gotten a few texts from him that mostly have to do with baby poop, and that's about it. Baby poop and sleeplessness.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, when you're like that tired, it doesn't even matter. It's like you're a zombie. You're like holding a kid, and it's like, what is this on? Is he peeing? I don't care. Whatever.
Who cares?
Yeah, whatever.
Just go to sleep. Go to sleep.
No, I mean, you're just like, smell this. What is it? I don't care.
I feel like midnight at Club La Vila back at Panama City vibes. You know what I'm saying? Just getting puked and peed on. It's like, well, whatever. We're here.
That's rough.
Yeah, minus the foam that's infected with HPV.
How did they ever pass health regulations with foam parties at Club La Vila?
It was a different time.
Wild. Wild times.
I survived Club La Vila, and I was like, oh man, I forgot about that place until I saw it this week. I was like, oh man, that place, so many bad and great memories.
I'm gonna go to Pineapple Willie's, get a good base layer down before I go get HPV at Club La Vila.
I mean, I got the shirt. I got crabs at Club La Vila. No,
we're just roasting college spring break joints in Panama City on the show tonight.
Oh man, man. Hey, boys, y'all did great. Thank y'all for taking over from me last week, man. I survived the House of Mouse. I'm about 5 pounds down, and I don't even want to admit how many dollars down.
Multiple stacks.
I lost more weight in my wallet than my belly. I'll say that, man.
Oh yeah, it's very expensive.
It's the ultimate pimp. It takes no survivors. AJ, get ready, buddy, man. Just start making it rain, man. Doing rap videos. Just start making throwing $100 bills on Goofy and on Minnie.
Man, we just spent some more today. We just booked our flights, man. It just hurt me.
Dude, I will tell you though.
We're gonna talk about the research and like the rope drops, all these like words I didn't want to know that now I know.
Yeah.
So
the mouse doesn't miss.
The house is dominant. The house is dominant for sure.
The mouse does not miss.
It does not.
Every experience in that park is laser honed to, number one, maximize the experience and maximize the amount of money they can extract out of you.
I feel like you're giving me a presentation at the office, like, oh, here's bullet point 1, bullet point 2, bullet point 3.
Here's a bar chart of my favorite pies. Here's a pie chart of my favorite bars.
That's true. No. And speaking of not missing, dude, our guest today, rounding out the Black History Month, man, JP from Bourbon and Blues. This man was on literal fire last year for 90% of the year, top in chicken and ribs. I haven't seen that done before until some old asshole snuck one out, and I think he cheated.
Maybe. Maybe.
I think you cheated. I don't know, man. I think you put some KC masterpiece, something on your ribs, and like to go over the top, man.
Sweet baby Ray's, baby. Sweet
They're
baby Ray's.
just Applebee's ribs.
Applebee's. Now let's bring Mr. JP on the show. Let's give him BBQ.
Good shot, baby. Good shot.
Hey man, hey, no, I had to try to do it one time. I've been missing hearing it, buddy. It's like I spent like 4 or 5 months and I hadn't heard that beautiful voice of yours, man. I can't wait.
It's been a while,
I miss
man.
you guys too, man.
Yeah,
All
man.
right.
Although you never taken off, you don't have any downtime like us, man. You're just like nonstop kicking butt 24/7. And I respect it.
Just the grind.
I
Hey,
respect it,
man.
man.
I found something that I enjoy, brother.
Hell yeah, man. No,
Right.
that's the dream, buddy. I am jealous. I truly am jealous because I'm obsessive about this as much as anybody. And I've been wearing these guys' ears out all off season, trying to get ready for this. But so how deep are you now? You're done with 4? I'm trying to I try to keep up with you. Every time you do the award show, I watch you. I always like cheering for my backyard boys that are boys.
For pro comps, I believe that was 5. 4 KCBS, 1 FBA,
Wow.
and 2 CBAs. So you can count the 2 CBAs too.
Oh, you got a CBA in there too?
Yeah, 2 of them, man. I went out to Texas, brother.
How is we'll talk about Texas later, but man, I'm so interested in all the different, like, it's crazy, like the CBA and what IBCA is. I don't know if IBCA is still going on. MBN. It's so many alphabets. I don't even know them all. It's hard to keep track, but man, that's all. I would like to cook all of them at least once. Especially like I saw the Houston Rodeo stuff. That stuff is like goals right there. That's up there with the big boys.
Yeah, CBA is unreal, man. So when you want to talk about it, just ask.
Absolutely, man. I would definitely holler at you about that though. But man, Bourbon and Blues. I love both of those things. That's 2 of my favorite things, honestly, in the world. But where did that name come from when it comes to your your origin?
So long story quick. Colleen and I both enjoy drinking bourbon and traveling, and every time we would travel, we'd go check out live music, and the blues just seemed to be the best live music, man. So,
amen, brother.
Bourbon and Blues BBQ.
Amen.
There you go.
2015, we came up with a name as a joke, kind of like, if we ever compete, we could use it.
Bourbon and Blues,
BBQ.
baby.
So yeah.
Hey, I like it, man. Hey, that's like I said, two of the good things. And I said our first. What was our first one, man? We were Bourbon and Q, and then we were
we were Piggy Smalls and the Spice Boys,
and them Spice Boys, yeah.
And
the whitest guys ever with that name. We couldn't pull it off.
We did have a pig at one point, though, like a live pig.
We did. That's how we keep ourselves fresh.
Yeah.
We just keep our live animals slaughtered at the site. No, man. So, you're a WSM guy right now, right, man? You're running the Harry Sue route with your traveling for all your comps.
Currently, right? But looking at making a change pretty soon. Going to straight cans. The WSMs haven't been traveling well, so it's
they don't take a beating.
Are you taking bourbon to the head out of the bottle?
Watch your mouth.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right, I'm gonna be right back.
Don't interrupt.
Well, yeah. Hey, so let me apologize to everybody, man. I'm a little under the weather, so you're gonna hear me sniffling and such. Oh,
it's
well,
all good, baby. We're fighting the flu in my house, old, Kentucky grandpa medicine. So
there you go.
we got to do a little bourbon for in honor of you, baby.
Right.
Yeah, let's do it right.
Yeah. No, man.
I told you. Hey, Logan, I told you guys, man. I'm ready to bring the fire, brother. So
I like it, baby. I like it.
Ready to bring the fire, man.
Hey, I got to start off.
I know y'all have questions, but I have questions too.
Shoot them, man. Shoot them, man. Let it roll, man. This is a free flowing program. So, man,
here we go. So off the break, we all travel and compete, right?
Mm-hmm.
So tell me which state has the best backyard cooks.
Man, that's hot topic.
Well, I'm a little bit biased, but I'm gonna have to go with Alabama, man, for sure.
Dude, Alabama does have some rock solid backyard cooks, the present company included.
Yeah, man. I hate this. I hate to admit it, man, but as of stats and results currently, maybe Bama Boys.
Yeah, man.
Say it again for the people in the back.
All right, man. I wasn't going to bring into political and religion questions, but all right.
Alabama.
Everybody knows Alabama's tough when it comes to the backyard cooks, man.
They are for now. For now, JP. I'll give to you for now. But for every
Toby.
empire,
See, my man Po Boy, he's got a different difference of opinion down there.
Oh yeah.
What's up, Toby?
Toby,
Yeah,
man,
I was about to say, Toby's over here repping West Virginia.
West Virginia's
was
got
my
some
first
solid,
question.
man. They got solid teams, man.
Better.
Golden Blue barbecue. Our boy Toby. I can't think of. And then you got Illinois. You got Wheeze.
Illinois got some solid
Illinois
ones.
got some great teams. All right.
Oh yeah.
JP, which state has the best pro teams?
Oh.
Ooh, that's a good question. Oh man, if you had to go,
baby.
which state? Ooh, man, I just, I mean, I hate to say it, man, but I'd probably go with Missouri.
Man, yeah.
Yeah.
You think about it, you got
it's some real
Missouri,
Maybe
Georgia, Illinois. Those three. They're bringing the fire.
Real bangers out there, but
sure.
So last year I was trying to, and I never went through the motions, but I was trying to put together a backyard regional competition to where Mid-Atlantic would go against, the ABA and the Kansas City area, dude out in Oklahoma, as the Oklahoma Barbecue Society. And I was trying to get those three presidents together to see if we could run that backyard thing just to see what region for bragging rights. And I'm telling you, man, Maba, I mean, it's not one state, but Maba has some tough competitors, and I was one of them.
Yeah,
for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, you had like the meteoric rise of like backyard last year, dude. It was insane. I kept looking at the stats and listening to it every time. I'm like, man, Bourbon and Blues this, Bourbon and Blues that.
Fire.
Yeah, man.
But
I introduced you with Seven Swine last year, and that's when I got to see both you and AJ take the stage while I waved at you in the stands.
I am interested in this format idea, though. So you're thinking something like an all-star game?
Yeah, man. Where you get the presidents, and the presidents would just get together and either put together a comp, or they would go to a comp, say like Lebanon, and pull their 10 teams, the results from their 10 teams, like a draft, kind of what you're saying, and then running it and seeing who's the toughest.
Yeah, taking like the top 5 of the Power 5 conferences.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah. And it'd be definitely be worthwhile, man. That'd be awesome. We love to do that.
Just like in football, Southeastern Conference, we take it home, baby.
SEC, baby.
I hear Alabama plays a little football too.
They used to. Now they don't have Nick Saban now. They don't have that Saban sauce.
Hey, speaking of used to, what's going on with this Kentucky score?
Shut up. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't watched it yet. It's way off.
When Kentucky become a football school.
You're amazing. My eyes are open. Oh, man.
Hey, Logan, when Kentucky become a football school?
Oh, they are. They're actually, currently they're probably more of a football school than a basketball school here as of late. As of probably the last 5 years, we've won more in football than we had basketball. And it's sad.
Yeah.
Up is down, down is up. It's like Tennessee's a basketball school now.
I was going to say it's the dead opposite with Tennessee. We're not a football school anymore.
Wow.
We're literally just waiting until round ball starts, and then we can actually win something.
Yeah.
So
the days of Peyton Manning and Reggie White are over.
Way over, man. That's history books.
Back it up.
So JP, I got to ask you, man. So getting back on topic a little bit to barbecue till we go back off again. What tell our viewers, like I said, for guys that want to make the jump like you did. I mean, you were at the peak Mount Everest of the backyard level, and then you made the gradual jump to professional. I mean, like doing the comps that you're doing. I mean, you're putting in the work for sure. Like, what are you seeing? Like, as far as is it mainly like consistency, or like, I mean, if you're not scoring like a 175, I mean, you're not even in the top 10, top 8. In certain areas?
Yeah, man. So the margin of error in the Masters ranks is slim to none. That's why it's totally impressive when you have Brad Leiniger up there every year in points chase. What Eric's doing right now, Papa Pig, Heavy Smoke. You know, you consistently see these guys up there for years. Smoke Me Silly. Just, dude, it's impressive when you understand like what it takes to produce, you know, great food every week and hit the tables. And you just got to keep competing, man. You just keep putting your best stuff out there. Everybody's gonna have a bad day. And you just hope when you hit a great day, that the stuff hits the right table.
I mean, it's a crapshoot for sure, man. Like Lord, like I'm looking at some of these scores. I keep track of all the awards and stuff. I'm like, it's almost like, you know, the Royal, like the top, was it top 10? I'll have 180s. Yeah. Like these huge contests, like you get a 180 perfect. I mean, you may make top 10. Like I would be so mad if I had like a perfect 180 at the Royal and be like, oh, 13th place. Small batch bar. Like, what the?
And then lose 4 coin flips.
It's terrible.
So Logan, I'll tell you, it's easy to allow yourself to go there, especially when you have a really good cook like what I had this past weekend.
Sure.
And then it seems like I bombed if you go and look at the scores. But the reality is, you know, I do have people that can keep my head straight, right? So I have a mentor that I call all the time and text with, and he always says stuff to me like, shout out to Taste of Grace. He always says stuff to me like, hey man, it's barbecue. You know, you're not going to win them all. You got to go back and, you know, did you do this? Did you do that? And we kind of, you know, all you can do is cook, brother. All you can do is cook and understand what game you're in. And the reality is you're not going to win every day.
Right. I mean, you're cooking for 6 strangers at this point, you know, it's like, and you're trying to, I guess you're trying to be like, I don't know, the most like in the middle of the road. I feel like middle of the road wins because you don't want to insult anybody, but if you do too much, you'll like, you know, blow out somebody's palate. Right. So it's like that balance. I feel like for pros, especially to find that like nice median to be consistent in that little space every week. And eventually,
so on that note, Logan, one of the best pieces of advice I ever got from anyone outside of my mentor, talking to him all the time, outside of those conversations, the best piece of advice I ever got was probably from Lynn, Rooters and Tutors. And she probably don't even remember telling me this back in 2022. She told us that you don't want to cook food that offends anyone.
Right.
And when she said it, I was like, what the hell does that mean? And then the more
you're welcome.
The more you cook and the more, right, you're welcome. And the more you cook and the more you taste other people's stuff, you're like, oh, okay. It's not popping off the charts and it's not bland. It's somewhere in the middle to where you're just not offending anyone. And it's like neutral. It's like people are going to like it regardless of who tastes it, kind of is what I take. And that's the goal. Like, that's what I'm shooting for. You know, not something that's just like killing them, you know. No, Justin, I have not changed any recipes, brother. I'm running the same stuff, man.
Hey, why change it, man? It stuff's hitting like fire.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the only thing I can say is getting focused and making small little tweaks. I think I told AJ back at the KCBS awards that I probably left some stuff on the table last year, and because we were doing so much stuff, man, we were doing all the ancillaries, we're doing, you know, the 922 shots and like, you know, all the stuff for the backyard community and all that good stuff. And the reality is, man, I wasn't as focused as I could have been. So this year I let some of that go, and we're not doing Wild Child and like all that other shit. So just trying to stay focused on the task at hand, which is cooking barbecue to the best of my ability.
Well, the $1 million question is, I want to know, you ain't leaving out the cheesecake, are you?
Oh
no.
Okay.
Hey, you setting it up for Lebanon already, right? You want your slice? You already said.
Oh yeah.
Man, where were we? Wait, you were? Was it Winchester? I'm trying to remember what contest we were all at together. We were hanging, or was it? No, it was Smoke on the Falls, was it?
No, it was Winchester when she brought the cheese truck over.
Yeah, you do. I'm on a diet.
You cannot forget that.
Like you boys, they never bring this like cheesecake and put it in front of me. It's like, man,
so good, man.
I'm
So
gonna
good.
cheat on myself. It's gonna be with that. I'm like, oh, cheesecake.
You had it down at Coleman too, didn't you? The one at that monastery?
No, he wasn't there. He wasn't there. That.
No,
Oh,
I don't know
okay.
nothing about no monastery, man.
Whatever the hell that place was.
Oh man.
So you've cooked all over, like in probably in the backyard scene, now in the pro scene. Like, what are the different regions like you're cooking in? Like, is it you seeing like taste change throughout the country? Because I mean, you're probably one of the more well traveled teams.
Yeah. So, dude, I'd say the biggest like holy cow for me was going to Texas. And cooking.
Yeah, all that pepper.
Yeah, man, lots of pepper. Super over. Just because they're cutting everything with knife and fork and everything.
Oh, for CBA.
You know, for CBA, man. That is by far the funnest time I've ever had at barbecue competitions. And it was no fluke because I actually had I cooked twice. I cooked once in Buffalo, Texas, and then a week later I cooked in Paris, Texas. So I got 2 CBAs under my belt, and it's just unreal, man. It's just a big party.
Well, that's that. I watch like the videos for like Bill Purvis and Lucky Charms and all them boys down there. You know, they show all their YouTube stuff, and it looks like so much fun. You know what I mean? I feel like now, like you go to these pro comps for KCBS, even backyard now. Like backyard's not backyard anymore. I mean, you know this. Like you roll up, and as far as like rigs and stuff's concerned, I mean, it's hard to tell too much of a difference between backyard guys and pro guys when it comes to equipment. Because I mean, everybody's got rigs now in backyard. But
no, I mean, a lot of those tournaments are like backyard is like 2 meet pro.
Yeah, I mean,
or just like a step below, but you know, not far off the pace for the protein they cook.
No, well, I mean, with these classes and stuff that came out, I feel like the learning curve is shortened dramatically. I feel like that's why like in pros you have like these scores now, like because I mean now like getting a 175 and up is the norm now. Whereas back in the day, like I mean that would you were in the runnings for top 2, top 3. I mean, what would you say about that, JP?
That scores are definitely higher than what they were years ago. See, I started judging in 2010.
Okay.
And until 2022, we were just judging, whether it was MBN or KCBS. We just judged. We enjoyed barbecue.
I got you. Do you think like having a judging? Because I mean, I know y'all talked to Bentley Q last week, and he came from a judging background as well. Do you think that kind of gave you a leg up when you started to hone in your flavor profiles for what you're turning in?
No, I don't. It gives me the knowledge of what they're kind of looking for. But I mean, man, at the end of the day, you're cooking for people, and what's going on in that person's head, man, you can't figure that out. Right. That same judge this week will score your stuff a 989, and next weekend they'll score the exact same thing, 877. So I don't know what the hell they want. I just try to produce the same consistent food and see where we're at. Right. And don't make changes unless you need to. Another piece of advice from my mentor, he said, hey, look, if you're win your table or top 2 or 3 on your table, and don't change anything. Like just be consistent. Right.
Yeah. Right, man.
Makes sense.
For sure. So like, now that you're on a pro, you said you're focusing more and you're getting your programs more like in tune. Like what are you pretty regimented as far as like your weekly schedule? As far as like what you do on like a Monday or Tuesday, Wednesday, or does it kind of fluctuate?
Hell no, man. I'm all over the place.
Not the Bourbon and Blues, man.
The only thing I do at the same time is I brine and inject at the same time. But the whole idea is that I have all your meat clean by the time you get to the competition, and I don't even do that all the time. So
yeah. And whatever that looks like is how it goes.
Get your meat.
Yeah, man. It's just like hell. What do you do? You know, sometimes you have a problem finding chicken, or you have a problem finding, you know, other meats, and it's like you get it when you get it.
Right. Do you like when you travel, do you have do you mail order your meats, or like do you shop local, or how do you procure your meats?
So when I'm on the East Coast, I love Food Lion because they always have my Springer. Yeah, they always have my Springer Mountain Farm, man. They just promised the Springer Mountain Farm, if you didn't know, and they always have it. The hardest thing for me to get is chicken, because I like Springer Mountain Farm. It's not just the support they give me. That's the chicken of choice for Bourbon and Blues. So, you know, I hunt that down. Good Charcoal always takes care of me. I can either have that shipped to me, or while I'm on the road, shipped to one of my friends' houses, or I can actually order it from Lowe's or HomeDepot.com and go right to the store and pick it up or whatever. So I have options when it comes to that. Brisket, so far I've been going down and seeing, you know, Mr. Brisket, or not Mr. Brisket, I'm sorry, the butcher shop have been cooking the A9s.
Pensacola.
So that's easy to get. I was cooking Marble Ridge for a while, and that's easy to get too. Both of those guys will ship meat to you. Typically with pork, I usually get that at Comps, or I'll go to Jason and John and pick up a bunch. That's Two Drummers. They sell very fresh. But yeah, that's
so you run
the meat goes.
Naturals or both, or?
Oh, I run the naturals on the ribs, and their collars are primes.
I got
nice.
Yep.
I feel like naturals, you almost get some better marbling on naturals. I've seen like in grocery stores almost. Like some primes I've seen, it's like hit or miss, but like naturals, I've caught some winners in there that they let slip by.
Yeah, and you're talking ribs?
Yeah, ribs. No problem.
Yeah, so for me, the ribs, the prime ribs are a little too fatty for my liking.
Yeah, I agree.
It takes a little more cooking, in my opinion, to render all that fat.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, JP, can you do us a favor and mention Springer Mountain one more time?
Sure, man. Yeah, man. Springer Mountain Farm. That's the way to go, man.
No, we're all Team Springer Mountain this year. All three of us. So I got to get better about you give them shout outs now, man. They're
For sure.
They're our first big sponsor. So
Yeah, that's what I brought that up for. Let's mention Springer Mountain
Springer
one more
Mountain
time.
Farms, the only chicken you need to cook, man. Springer Mountain Farms, check them out. Springer Mountain Farms.
Check them out.
Fantastic chicken product.
SMF Farms.
Yeah. Word on the street is Heather saw your Facebook and saw you already cooked about 80 pounds of chicken thighs, so she kind of felt sorry for you.
I got Heather her vacation this year, man. She not just like maybe like Dollywood.
Yeah,
right on.
Branson, Missouri.
Branson. I mean, at least Branson.
Branson
Get you
for sure.
some getting based at Brad to cook for you, man.
Sure.
Right on.
But you talked about your, what is it?
Go ahead.
No, so you're talking about your mentor. Me too, MRC. Me too. Your mentor. Who's you're saying your mentor was? I didn't catch his name.
Chris Carden, man. He's been with me for a while now, and dude, he keeps my head grounded. You know, he can tell me whatever, and I take it. You know what I mean? Like
right?
he could give me the truth and hit me right between the eyes with it, and it works.
That's what you need, though, man. I feel like
True.
You need someone to keep you grounded, man, and he's a hell of a cook, and he gives me good advice.
What's his team name?
Oh man, Taste of Grace.
Where are they out of? Carolina?
Oh, Tennessee.
Taste of Grace. Oh, we've seen them.
Yeah.
I think we've seen them in Lebanon. I'm not. I haven't met them personally, but I think I've seen their trailer. I do believe
he doesn't cook a ton. If he did, we'd all be in trouble.
I'm always in trouble, man. So
Sure.
that's just par for course.
Yeah, we stay in trouble.
Yeah.
No, so man, I know you're a big. You like music like I do, man. What's on the Bourbon and Blues playlist?
Oh man, don't get me started. So some dude, Jason Hardy told me this. He told me this weekend. He was like, "Man, you got the craziest craziest doggone music. And I'm like, man, what are you talking about? He goes, 1 minute, it's like hippity hoppity. The next minute, it's like country. The next minute, it's like rock and roll. The next minute, it's like heavy metal. And I'm like, dude, I listen to everything, man. I don't know what you want me to say. It's like, dude, I love music.
Where the hell you
That's
cooking
who I
this
am,
ain't
man.
hippity hoppity?
No, man, he didn't say that. I just made that up, man. He said,
You listen to hippity hoppity music?
dude. So he said some lyrics. He said some lyrics that I can't repeat on your show that he heard, like the way they spelled. And he basically said something along those lines. So I just said hip hop, but yeah, hippity hop.
I like the hippity hop.
Dude, I like everything, man.
He only speaks in Grandmaster Flash lyrics.
Yeah.
Hey, man,
JP, when he karaoke, he only sings Busta Rhymes.
Nah, man. I listen to just about everybody, man. You name it, and I listen to them, man.
And we're over here jamming the house music in our trailer, man. So like AJ's looking at us like we're nuts. We're over here like,
Well, I tell you, hey, here's one for you, Logan. The next time you want to hear some good music, man, I challenge you to look up Lucas Nelson.
I know Lucas Nelson. That's Willie's son, man. He's great.
That's his oldest son. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Amazing music.
I mean, look him up. That's on my playlist right now, man. I got that live there. That's on our
There you go.
Okay. All right.
Red Clay Strays, Lucas, all the old boys, man. We love them boys.
Oh yeah.
No, man. Hey,
what about Nathaniel Rateliff?
Oh,
yeah,
Night
for
Sweats
sure.
And the Night Sweats. That's right.
In the Night Sweats, man. I love that dude, man. Solid.
Yeah.
That's right up my alley, man. We can jam together. OAR is my favorite band of all time, man. That's a Maryland.
Come on, man. That's my home. That's my home team.
OAR, man. That's my tad, man. OAR, that's my ride or die.
Yeah, they're
man.
Maryland boys.
Maryland, man. Rockville, Maryland.
That's where I'm from.
Are you
I'm
from
not from Rockville, but I'm from Maryland. Nope.
I got you. I meant to ask Norris if he was an OAR fan. I've been to like 30 of their concerts. I love them. Big time.
Yeah, well maybe at Smoke we'll put on Crazy Game of Poker.
Yeah, little fanboy.
Yeah.
Man,
you do a beer chug.
Shout out, man. Check out the DJ. There's DJs that do mashups called Two Friends. Look them up. If that don't get you pumped up and ready to roll, man, something's wrong with you.
Okay.
That stuff's broken. They do like good like girl talk mashup kind of stuff. It's fun.
So okay, two more for you. Dave Matthews.
Oh, please.
No, man, I'm saying like if you like people give me crap about Dave Matthews. Dave Matthews.
Oh, I'm a ride or die Dave fan.
Dude, I got 12 Dave shows under my belt.
Miley Cyrus.
Okay.
Harder than USA, right?
I ain't hating him.
Yeah, you know,
dude,
you know what my jam is. You've heard.
Oh
it,
yeah,
AJ.
Harder than USA.
I can
still
buy
like
all flowers, man.
It's still a bop.
I like
Say
it.
that again.
It's still a bop. Party in the USA still hits.
Little party in
Oh,
yourself.
Yeah, no man,
That's
it
awesome.
hits everywhere. It hits everywhere, dude.
hey, man, it's everywhere. Logan loves that Taylor Swift, man. He
Hey,
jams out
baby.
that-
Hey,
Tay,
Man,
man.
I'm not a Swiftie, brother.
Dude, my wife and
Swiftie.
my daughters are hard. They're hard Swifties. And like my wife was looking up concert tickets and she goes, because my favorite city is New Orleans. She goes, honey, there's a Taylor Swift concert in New Orleans. I'm like, oh, really? I said, how much are the tickets? And she goes, $3,000. I'm like, how much? She's like, $3,000. I'm like, I'll buy the CD.
Dude.
Oh, man.
My wife got tickets to the Nashville Taylor Swift show, lower bowl for free.
But she probably represents her.
No. Total coincidence. Got them for free.
That's
Wow.
amazing. Yeah,
They
that
had-
gets your kids through college.
She bought them on an airplane, like online from an airplane, flying back from a work trip, and was literally going to land and go with all these girlfriends of hers to the concert. She's buying them off StubHub. There was a glitch with the. There's a glitch, or one of those services glitched with the system. The dude sold them out from under them after they already had their receipts. StubHub eventually refunded their money, so they were able to get into the show, but they didn't really have tickets. So they went to the front desk, and the lady took pity on them and ended up giving them like lower ball seats.
Oh,
Man, you shouldn't be telling this.
And what are they gonna do? Make her give it back?
As much as that's a highway felony right there. You know, that's your lawyer, Houston. Come on now.
Highway robbery.
I am not a lawyer after the sun goes down.
There you go.
JP,
Is that how that works?
It is.
Moving away from our love of Taylor Swift.
Yeah, talking Taylor Swift.
I love the show, man. We just go everywhere, man. Talking
We
Taylor
just
Swift.
lost 10 beers.
Don't worry.
I'm just joking.
Kansas City Chiefs fans and all their wives. We'll all jump in. No,
Sponsored by Bud Light and Taylor Swift.
Hey, here's a
Wu-Tang.
question I want to ask you because I want to hear this. If you could change one thing in barbecue, what would you change?
Ooh, man,
I gotta get
it would have to. It would
man.
have to be. It would have to be the judging seating system.
Yeah.
That's the one. If I had the magic wand and I could just like change anything, it would be that one.
Yeah.
Hey, this is interesting though, because you've got a judging background. Like what shakeup would you do with the judge seating?
So back when I was judging, man, they would seat you at one point in time. They would seat you based on your average or something like that. I don't understand exactly the way it works, but you would get in there and they would have a spot for you to sit. And it was based on something with your score, like how you scored, so the tables were average. I don't know the ins and outs of it, exactly what it was, but I knew that we had a seat, and like that's where you had to sit. And it wasn't like, oh, I'm just going to sit at this table and whatever. No, they had a seat for you.
That's it. So do you think it was that they were taking judges that they knew consistently scored higher and ones that scored lower, trying to bring the score of the table to the middle?
So yeah, what I've heard was that there was the tables were a little more even based on the average for that judge. So if you had, 3 people at a table that were bruisers,
yeah,
like when we hit a table of death or whatever, it's generally because you have 3 or 4 people that are bruisers. Well, they would spread those fools out so that they wouldn't all be on one table.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Right. This dude's not giving you anything higher than an 877.
Table of death, per se. Like,
yeah,
you get some of these judges, they got a grudge. They're like, I'm a vegan. I don't even like barbecue. 7. And then,
man, I don't know that I believe that, but
I don't know. I got some I love our judges and like I appreciate everything they do because if it wasn't for them, then we couldn't do what we do. Then we'd have expensive rigs that we should just tailgate, I guess. I don't know. But some of the comments is like so like they're so like opposite of each other. It's like what was that one? One was like your pork was dry and mushy. I'm like,
dry and mushy. What one person I remember I looked at one comment and it was like too peppery for how hot it is outside. It's like, what the hell does that mean?
Texas is like, hold my beer.
This is Texas.
Texas
Here
in
you
every
go.
way.
Bill Herbert growing over in his grave.
Yeah.
Too peppery. How dare you?
Too peppery for not just too peppery for how hot it was outside.
Oh yeah. Dude, I think if you took away pepper, Texas would remove themselves from the country. They'd be like, nope, I'm just gonna we're a pepper state.
I don't know though. I do like that white sauce.
Yeah, when you go make some, a recipe for some Alabama white sauce?
Yeah, man. I got some, and
hey, Justin swear he has the best recipe, right?
Hey, Justin can make some sauce, man. Justin's a sauce king, man. We probably need to get Justin to make some because this vinegar sauce he makes, the best I ever had.
Your wings are some of the best I've ever had, man. I'll give you mad props on those, man. His wings are solid.
Appreciate it, man.
No, I hit some of them up in Coleman. They were great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Is Alabama like your own white sauce recipe? Is that like Kentucky and fried chicken? Like if you say you have the best fried chicken, you better be laying the pipe. You better be breaking it. Because somebody's calling you out on it.
For real, for sure.
I was like, is that how it is in Alabama? Like everybody got their own white sauce recipe?
Yeah, so I mean, from my understanding, white sauce originated, Big Bob Gibson, from my understanding. and then it kind of branched out, and it's basically, you know, mayonnaise, vinegar, pepper, little spices, and some people put lemon juice in it, you know, but mainly mayonnaise, vinegar, little spices and whatnot. JP ate it. Big Bob gets me for. I mean, I think it's the best in this area for sure.
Yeah, I was impressed, and I met Chris Lilly this year, and one of the things I told him that night, like after the awards, I caught up with him and Tuffy at the bar, and I told him, I was like, man, everybody's talking about your white sauce. I'm gonna tell you what was fire, man. It was the sides, dude. The sides, in my opinion, the sides at that restaurant is worth the trip.
Oh yeah.
Typically, you go to restaurants and the entree is fire, but then the sides are lacking. There, shit, you can just go there and just eat sides, man.
Yeah, turnip greens, mac and cheese.
Yeah,
I mean,
man, real cooking.
Real good stuff. I mean,
that's what's fire,
man.
I mean, we go there on Sundays and try to get takeout, and it's like, you know, we sold out of this, and like, well, what do y'all got? You know, on Sundays they sell out quick.
But that differentiates. Like, did I say that right? Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, fair enough. No,
close enough.
Yeah, fair enough.
Play on, player.
That differentiates the like a good barbecue. I mean, every barbecue restaurant can cook protein. You know what I mean? But if your sides are fire, I mean, that lets you know, like, you got some chef skills. You know what I mean? You're not a smoker.
Most definitely. And definitely, man, they got some fire pies, man. In my opinion, that peanut butter pie you got, man, if you ever get a chance to go down to Big Bob, you have to get a pie. You have to get a peanut butter pie. The chocolate's not bad either, but the peanut butter is so good.
AJ's not going to talk about what he did to that apple pie.
Decatur, right?
Yeah, Decatur. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's go.
So maybe, you know, when we go to the Buc-ee's Invitational end of March, you know, I'll take y'all there for lunch, man. How about that?
There you go, dude. I can't.
What's the Buc-ee's Invitational?
So, you know, it's this little side thing. It's actually Singing River Smoke-A-Rama. It's a new company in Athens, and it's Buc-ee's just got built in Athens, Alabama. So Logan has renamed it the Buc-ee's Invitational, just as the little funny gig.
It should be called the Buc-ee's. They need to get in on sponsoring bar. Like, it's like a perfect fit. You know what I mean?
It like, really is, and not for nothing.
And not take up a third of it.
Right.
Yeah.
And
dude,
not for
Buc-ee's
nothing.
Is crazy.
I love man.
Buc-ee's. Have you ever gone to a Buc-ee's that wasn't packed?
No.
Never.
No.
Yeah,
not
one. Here not to be packed though.
Man, you know, I have went in there early in the morning. Yeah, like early in the morning, and it's still packed. I'm talking like 4:00 in the morning, and it's just packed. I'm like, what are y'all doing? You know, which I mean, I'm in there too, but I'm like, dang, I not expect that many people to be here.
And dude, this may be controversial.
Surviving Mount Eagle, like when I make it over the mountain at Mount Eagle and like get into Alabama, that's my treat. I'm like, I survived, so I'm getting some Buc-ee's.
Dude, I've been over Mount Eagle once, and I tell you, I will take the long way. I would not pull a trailer. I'm telling you, I am not pulling a trailer at Mount Eagle,
buddy. That's what I have to survive to see you boys in Alabama. That's how much I love y'all. I drive over Mount Eagle about every other week.
Ain't it like an 8% grade for like 5 miles or longer or something like that?
Yeah, like 10 miles of 8% grade.
Oh, dude, it's awful.
Like a drunk guy trying to make it home with the cops pulling him over. I'm like, I know I'm going 5 miles an hour. Go around.
And this may be controversial.
I hear y'all with this 8% shit. Hey, Toby, if you're still on, tell them about West Virginia.
Oh, I'm sure they got us beat.
West Virginia. I'm never going back there as long as I live. I don't care. They can give me a free entry. I'm never going back there. 11% grades going downhill. I mean, dude, I'm never going back to Welch.
Oh, love that's awful, man.
Free entry, like nothing. Like there's nothing that they can say to talk me into going back there.
Guaranteed minimum RGC.
Yeah.
I'm still not going back there, dude. And they have some of the best moonshine I've ever had in my life. I'm still not going back there.
JP, automatic bid to the Jack.
Boy, you're really trying my nerves. You're really trying my nerves.
You're about to go John Denver on us, man. Take me home, West Virginia.
I don't know, man. Those 11%, man, I was puckered up the whole way, brother. Tight.
Toby.
Yeah,
Toby said
Toby's
if you
chiming
drive
back
here,
in.
you
Hey,
can
like
drive
Toby
anywhere.
said, yeah, if you could drive there, you can drive anywhere. And everybody thinks they're a NASCAR driver in West Virginia too. Because if you're driving too slow, they'll come around you. I mean, just they'll go right around you. Like, man, it's an 80-year-old lady. It's like,
Dude, JP, hey, when you think about barbecue success, what name stands out the most? That's another fun question I like.
Oh man, that's a oof.
Laying them hitters on you, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, man, the first name I probably think about is Johnny Trigg.
Shout out Trig.
Johnny Trigg. Next would probably be Myron shit talking ass.
Kiss the ring.
Man, because look, hey, he said he's the winningest man in barbecue. He's the most shit talkingest man in barbecue. We absolutely love him for it, dude. Dude, look, we went to the hog drop, and I'm gonna tell you my favorite part of the whole weekend was the like 20 minutes that he was talking shit in the mic, and I was live, and I was like, this dude.
I was watching your live. It was awesome. It was
Oh
awesome.
my god!
And his son saying, "Daddy, don't do that, Daddy."
Yeah. And then I'd probably say Darren, who I just got to meet 2 weekends ago down in Florida. Shout out to Iowa Smoky D's. Man, this dude is
the GOAT.
The GOAT.
Dude, put it this way. So I'm walking back from our final turn in with Lee Tillman and his wife Amy, me and Colleen. Like, we walked the last box up together. Lee walked his last box up together with his wife, and we're coming back, and Darren's coming back with us, and he tells the story really quick, and I'm like, shit, I just learned something. Man, this dude is dropping golden nuggets and don't even realize. He basically said something about running out of coals, and then he went over to his Jambo that Luke was borrowing or whatever, and took coals out of it and stuck the coals out of the firebox back into his gateway to heat his stuff back up. And I'm like, shit, this dude is always thinking, man. Like, they just got more cooks than us, brother. You know what I mean?
Man.
Like, I probably would have like opened up another bag and like lit up more charcoal. I wouldn't have thought, oh, let me go over here and see if someone else has a fire going, and oh yeah, let me grab that.
He cracked the algorithm, man.
Sure.
Yeah,
Well, I'm convinced it's not a cook unless some shit hadn't gone wrong.
Oh yeah.
And you just do enough of them, you figure out how to maneuver around it, and it's really cool when you see somebody that's cracked a code that you hadn't thought of before.
For sure.
What's up, Travis?
Yeah.
And I got 2 more names for you, man. So 2 more names for you, and then I'm going to give you some backyard names. So the next name that I think about, of course, is Tim Shear.
Oh yeah.
Dude barely cooked last year. Came out to one of the biggest competitions. One of the biggest competitions in the country down at Smoke on the Water. I was at that one. And he GC'd. No, it wasn't Memphis. It was in Arkansas.
Arkansas, yeah.
Pine Bluff, Arkansas.
$50,000 one.
Yeah, man. He came down and just like shook off the rust and just busted it up, man. I mean, Triple H was there. Like, everybody was there. He GC'd, and what's his name? Art and Sweeties out of Louisiana RGC'd. He had a good day.
Sweeties barbecue.
But this dude, yeah, man. I mean, Tim is just a monster, dude. And I don't even know him like that. I should be calling him Mr. Shear, but he's a monster.
Him and Brad, though, that's like Jordan and Pippen, Anyways, man.
What happened?
Whoa,
Okay.
we lost JP.
Yeah.
There he is.
There he is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Brad Leineck. You didn't like that. You didn't like it when I said Brad, so you took me off.
Man, we love Brad. We love Brad.
So last year, I don't remember exactly who it was. Someone said to me, "Hey, man, when it's all over, I think Brad Leineck is going to be the best to ever do it. Hell, he might be the best now." I was like, whatever. That's crazy talk. And then I thought about it. I was like, man, the shit this dude is doing is kind of unreal.
He's Tom Brady, baby. He's
Tom
Brady.
Might be the GOAT. Yeah, he might be the GOAT, man. Just something to think about.
Those
are the names that I think about
he is.
when I think about who's the best. Like, those guys they're up there, man. They've thrown up the numbers. I don't think they duck competitions. I mean, I saw Brad this year down in Lakeland. And Lakeland has 100 cooks. He was right there in the mix last year and this year.
Well, both of those guys, though, man, like when you roll to a competition, especially like pro cooks, like even like big guys, you see Brad roll up and Tim, they're like, crap. You're like, I got to bring it,
Yep. So here's what I want to do. Just give you a quick rundown of the backyard cook. So I've been saying for years, man, that Pat from Lila Q is one of the best backyard cooks to ever do it, dude. Pat,
solid.
Hope you're
Solid.
watching, brother. Just monster. Puck Daddy.
Yep, monster. Man, shows up and kills it.
Legend.
Yeah, man. Just I used to hate to see him. I roll up and be like, damn, judges.
Hey, man, I still hate to see him when I pull up.
I know damn well you do, man. Red Bone, Rib Life. Man, that's why I said Alabama's tough to deal with, man. I come back out east. I think Dave Dick is one of the strongest backyard cooks that ever came out there, just week in, week out. You see what he's doing right now at Masters. Last year he had his warm-up year, and this year he's coming out swinging. Also on the East Coast, Optimus Swine was a killer backyard team. Man, the stuff they did in a short amount of time. If you go back. Yeah,
I love that name though.
But if you go back and look at what they did in backyard,
man,
crushing.
Yeah, they're killing it in the pros now.
Yeah, dude, top 10 team last year they were.
Oh, solid.
I don't remember exactly where they fell, but they were a top 10 team and they killed it in pork. They can just flat out cook, man.
Oh, they're solid, man. They're solid.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Last question.
And I apologize if I forgot any names, man, because there's plenty of people out there like Rooters and Tutors that's consistent as hell. There's teams out there like Smoke Me Silly that's just consistent as hell. And, I appreciate everything that they did. And now it looks like they're going to be helping us out by repping, helping barbecue out by repping. Big shout out to Rob and Lex.
That's awesome, man.
Yep.
Good people.
And we don't even want to go to Texas because them boys down there, they
too many names. Too many names, right? Too many names. What's your goals for this year?
We would like to be somewhere in the top 25. But we're gonna have to turn on the heat pretty soon if we're gonna get there. But it's a long season.
Long season.
How many do you think you're gonna do on your schedule this year?
As many as they'll let us do.
Well, AJ, man, you think it's time, buddy?
Oh yeah, man, it's time for the lightning round. My favorite
Hit
time, baby. Brothers Barbecue lightning round. So, man, we're gonna go through and we're just gonna ask you some questions. Don't think about too much. Just quick, simple answers, man. So for the Brothers Barbecue Supply lightning round, first question is favorite thing to cook at home.
Chicken wings.
Favorite category to cook.
Chicken.
One thing you always have in your trailer and you're not allowed to say your thermopan.
Ask the question again.
Your favorite thing to have in your trailer, but you're not allowed to say thermopan.
Oh, my wife.
Thermometer.
Your wife. There you go.
Yeah.
Good.
You're
good man.
Good man.
Oh,
good
that's
answer.
easy. That's an easy one.
Go-to meal at a comp.
Come on, man. Everybody's out there eating damn Mexican, dude.
Mexican.
Like, that's it. Like,
Everybody.
that is it. Like, I want to switch it up, but everybody's like, man, let's go get Mexican. Like, shit. I went to Texas. They're like, man, let's go get Mexican. Go to Florida. Man, let's go get Mexican. It doesn't matter where the hell you go to.
Mexican.
Everybody in the barbecue world's eating Mexican on Saturday nights or Friday night. Yeah, man, Mexican.
That's good, man. This is hard to have to pass up. What is one thing that you know now that you wish you would have knew at the beginning of your barbecue career?
Man, that's a tough one. There's so much that I wish I knew back in the day.
Like one thing you'd give a starting out team.
Don't be afraid of seasoning. You know what I mean? Because it's not like you're cooking for home.
Right.
Just don't be afraid of seasoning. Like, I think Luke Darnell said it, man. It's salt. Like, that's
salt, baby.
Salt.
So, if you could have a walk-up song at a contest, what would your song be?
I love this one.
Well, we have picked a song, and it's "Bourbon and the Blues."
Who's that by?
Whitey.
All right.
Yeah, it's
right.
Dude. It's when you hear it, you're gonna think of our team name.
So, man, I gave him songs, and I don't know which one I ended up getting. I gave him the Reading Rainbow theme song, and then
there you go, LeVar Burton.
Hell yeah. Yeah, or I gave him a rock song. So I really hope he picked the Reading Rainbow theme song if we get calls at 11.
Yeah.
That'd be memorable. No, man. Wait, I think we left about 20 minutes left of the show for if you have any shout outs for your sponsors or plugs or
man. I want to give a big shout out to Heath Rouse, man.
Heath Rouse, yeah, man. You made the Heath Rouse
big
team
shout out. Big shout out to Heath Rouse, man. Like they carried me last year. They're sponsoring me again this year. It's big shout out to them. Of course, Good Charcoal, Springer Mountain Farm,
the Springer Mountain Farms,
the
Springer Mountain Farm. Also, big shout out to Brian and Ellen at Atlanta Barbecue Store. We got picked up over there this year.
Congratulations,
Congrats.
Supplies. Yeah, man. You need any barbecue supplies, they can get them shipped to you. And they do this really cool thing where they have team members showing up at comps, and you can get delivery codes for free because they'll just have someone bring it to a comp. Last week, Adam from Bad Rooster brought my order to me, and I didn't pay anything for shipping.
There you go.
He raised the chicken himself, though, man. That Springer Mountain Farm, that's from his farms.
Yeah, he is a chicken.
He is, man. Adam's a good dude, man. I love Adam.
Oh yeah.
Dude, JP, thank you so much for coming on. Dude,
I got one left, brother.
Absolutely. Sorry,
man. Shoot your shot. Keep going.
Yeah, man. Big shout out to Brian over at Barbecue Bus.
Barbecue Butts, man.
That Peep Show.
Peep Show's where it's at, baby.
Beef Show.
Friend of the pod.
So I don't have a bunch of sponsors this year. I just have ones for, a couple of sponsors, and that's the stuff I'm using. It's mostly Heath Riles, but I do use the Peep Show. Like, I keep telling Brian, we're going to give him a show this year, brother. We're going to, you know what I mean?
Hey,
whether it's the Peep Show or the Peep Show.
I love the bus, man. He was on the show. He was on the show, man. I love talking to him. He's been a huge cool guy. Cool guy for me to talk to and kind of bounce some stuff off on. So shout out Brian.
Yeah,
man.
He's another one of those guys, like down in Texas, they call it barbecue homies. When I first got into this, AJ and Justin were my only barbecue homies, and now I've collected a few people, so I don't ring them up as much as I used to.
Don't worry,
I need to get back doing that, man. I got a lot of people now, that I ring up, and different people call me and stuff, and I talk to them. But yeah, man, barbecue homies. That's what Brian is. He's a barbecue homie.
Amen, man. Amen, man.
Yeah.
Pick up them barbecue homies. Well, dude, JP, thank you so much for coming on to the show, man. We're excited to have you on, man. And like I said, we couldn't do Black History Month without having you on, man. You're one of the greatest backyard teams I've ever seen. What you did last year was what you did last year was nothing short of damn near impressive, man. I got to give you your roses, man. What you did was something I'm gonna try to do this year. I'm gonna kick AJ's ass.
I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man. What you got coming up next?
Well,
he's under us.
Hey, so this weekend is the Sip and Swine. I'm a little under the weather, like I told you guys. I had some issues with the rig. Dude's coming tomorrow to fix 2 busted leaf springs. Hopefully, if he can get those fixed and I get feeling better, we're gonna leave Wilmington and head on down to the Atlanta area and cook that one. And then the week after that, we're gonna go to Lebanon.
No, 2 weeks after that.
Like I said, 2 weeks, right? If they let me,
man, I'll bring down some good bourbon and some good Dave Matthews, man. We'll hang out and drink some booze.
Yeah, come over, have a drink
That's what
with
I'm
us.
talking about, baby. I'll bring some Biggie Smalls. What was your team?
There you
What
go,
was your team
baby.
called?
Yeah, man. It was all a dream, baby. It's all a dream.
It was all
Biggie Smalls and the
I
Spice
used to
Boys.
read Word Up magazine.
Boys, man. It was
Spice Boys.
put respect on that name. No.
Right on.
All right, man. Hey, thank you so much for coming on, man. It was a pleasure. Great show. Couldn't ask for a better guest, man. Thank you again. See you,
Thank you
buddy.
guys
sir.
for having me, man. Right
See you,
on.
buddy.
Thank you, brother.
Man, what a fun show, man. I love JP.
Heck
He's-
yeah,
oh,
it was
yeah.
great.
Is awesome, man. Oh, well, speaking of which, rounding out the Black History Month, JP was our final guest on it. But next month, man, you know, tell them what's about. The stars and Stars at Night are big
A
and
big
bright.
and bright.
Deep in the heart of Texas, man. That's right. Next month we are celebrating Texas pit matches, man. We got a star-studded lineup coming up, and none other than kicking off the first week, the biggest man in Texas. What's his name? Oh yeah, Mr. Bill
Now,
Purvis of
Purvis.
Chicken Fried Barbecue.
Chicken fried.
Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. We're gonna have Mr. Bill Purvis on the show tomorrow. He's gonna grace us with his time before his wonderful show, Chicken Fry with Chicken Fry, man.
Chicken fried, baby.
Yeah,
You know what?
man.
We messed this up
Your
though.
favorite podcast after ours. I'm kidding. It's a great show, man. But I can't wait for that. Man, we got some great people lined up, some big hitters, and even a good pit master that I'm can't wait to talk to, or a pit
Sure.
builder. My apologies. Guys, y'all have anything to say before we wrap this week's up?
Yeah, we really messed this up.
Absolutely. All
We
of it.
didn't get JP to do a single barbecue.
Yeah, man. We did not.
JP.
We did not.
JP, can we get him back? There we
One
go.
time.
Barbecue.
I'll
All
talk about.
When we had
Yeah,
Bentley
man.
Q on last week.
That was good. No, guys, make sure to
You
check us out next week with Bill Purvis, man. We got some great stuff talking on. And as always, when it comes to barbecue, make sure you're always right on cue.
Right on cue.
See you guys.
That's all, folks.